Alright, so before I start the video, I just want to give a bit of an introduction here. Um, so this video is heavily inspired by someone by the name of Spliff, who has been making Arma Reforger videos surrounded around Spearhead for the most part. Secondly, this video is filmed on Spearhead's ultra realistic server. It's going to be in A4 is what it was. I can't recall what map this is, but this map, now that I've played it, is probably up there on the list next to Zachary. So I'm just going to sit here and say that this is probably my second favorite map, even though I don't know what it's called. And so from here, I'm just going to go ahead and start the video and give a, bit of a briefing as to what's going on currently. And so here we go. So here, we're currently capping a, I don't know what you would say, like an outpost of sorts. We need this to kind of even the playing field a bit in this moment. Luckily, like during this match, I was able to join right at the beginning of it, so definitely a good call here. So yeah, we essentially capped this from like a third-party faction just the beginning of the match. This wasn't Ukraine held. Currently playing on the Russian team
you don't need your legs.
right now.
So
from there, well, look, it says Junkyard, so we were at we just capped Junkyard. So from there, we plan on capping another one, right? The next point that was our target essentially was a place called Train Yard, or Train Station. There it is, Beluga. And so that's essentially the plan. We're gonna leave here, go cap Beluga, and keep in mind that this is the beginning of the match, so we have not yet ran into the opposing forces, which is Ukraine. And so from here, I'm just going to kind of let the drive itself play out up until we get there. Shouldn't be too long of a drive here. Thankfully, this like specific situation here wasn't an excessive amount of footage, I guess you could say. I think I'm looking at about maybe 15 minutes on this video. Now keep in mind here, I am a little sick, so if my voice sounds a bit odd, then you have an understanding as to why now. So I don't believe we're too far from where we are headed to currently. I know that the team here ends up hopping out some point here in the near future. And I'll explain why that is once we get there.
All friendlies coming in from the southern road. Be careful, there is an ambush. Can you place a marker on the map if possible?
So you can kind of hear in the distance that we're getting closer to the front lines. I believe it's this turn right here where they decide to hop out, because we are getting pretty close. I think we're about 300 meters from the front line, possibly, in this given moment. Maybe a little further. Oh, never mind, no. About 200 meters. So right here, these individuals, they decided to hop out, and this is probably the smartest play for them, because when you're driving an armored vehicle, you know, you're just a moving target, essentially. Like, you don't know where a rocket's gonna come from. Thankfully, on this server, they kind of have it balanced at the beginning of matches. But you'll see later in the video that somebody on the opposing team does have a RPG. So I decided, okay, we'll drop them, and I'm just gonna move forward a bit, right? Keep in mind, I don't realize in this moment that there is Ukrainians at this location. So I decided to push a bit further in, and then you'll see here shortly that I make my first initial contact with the UKs. I call them UKs, but I think they're referred to as UAs. So right here, I pull up along this side of this bridge here on the left-hand side of the vehicle. And we'll let this play out a bit.
Yeah, they still got good fire explosions. On our left, you said? Yeah, it's gonna be on our left, probably on the next one.
So right here is where I see first initial Ukrainian, I take fire. Now keep in mind, I didn't know this in this moment, but there is probably about maybe 4 or 5 UKs in that red building that I'm pointed at.
The one we just captured, we're going to point. No, on Beluga. Ukraine.
So right here you can hear the comms. I said UK, and they're kind of trying to roast me a bit. But I guess they didn't get the reference. So right here, I decided to create a bit more distance, and then just bagged up into this general area, essentially. From here, it's like, okay, I gotta back up. I want to keep the vehicle, you know? So I decided to back up, and there's heavy shots coming into the vehicle here. So I decided to regroup a bit with those guys that I dropped at the T intersection just down the road. They're currently in this tree line right here. As you can see, you'll see a bunch of Russians running around in this field. We're all taking fire towards that red train station building. I then decided to close the gap a bit. By reversing the vehicle here to kind of push the enemy forces and close the gap between us and them. The specific reason as to why I'm backing up is to minimize the hitbox chances on their end. This is essentially a tactic that I learned from Arma 3 with Ifrits and Hunters. given that this is a modded vehicle, I don't know how well it works. So I closed the gap, parked the vehicle right here alongside. If you notice that the driver's side is alongside this wall, it's so that I didn't position the vehicle with the intentions of leaving myself exposed. So driver's side on our side of the playing field here. Couldn't tell you why I threw a smoke there, to be honest with you. I think it was just shitty play. No need to. If anything, I should have thrown it in the street there while our buddy was crossing. I was dealing with some bugs of sorts here. It wouldn't let me pull a grenade out. I got hit here. And this is kind of crazy, but on this server, if you get shot, your gun goes flying. So you gotta pick your gun back up, which is a pretty unique mod. I actually really like it on a immersive level. Really tell you what's going on here, but now that the gap has been closed, it's a bit claustrophobic. That being said, I couldn't tell you what's going on the other side on the upper half of that wall that we're along. So from here, try to utilize the vehicle again, and I may have been overextending a bit. It would have been a smart play. I feel like, but see, that's the RPG that I was talking about earlier. So from here, decided to close the gap even more. If I could have hugged the vehicle a bit right there, along the side of the wall, which is on the opposite side of this vehicle, and then along that light pole. I mean, here's perfect. This is where I made the mistake. I had the driver's side door hugged up against something to where I couldn't you know, step out of the vehicle, so it wouldn't let me put the e-brake on. And my character got out on the passenger side, which is why I couldn't put the e-brake on. And it ultimately led me to my death, which is kind of embarrassing, but I mean, hey, it's the harsh reality of utilizing armored vehicles in Arma. So that's the video. I think I'm just gonna send this out, a bit of a different take. So yeah, I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace.